I've had this feeling for a while that Kushner and Prince got together, and guys like Kushner and Prince got together, and they got some like little anarcho-capitalist ultra party going. And there's like three different shadow governments happening right now, right? There's the people that are all about Hillary Clinton should have been elected. There's the people still working on the shadow government under Obama. There may or may not people that acknowledge the Trump as president. I don't know. Apparently, there's some attorney named Crump that's trying to trump Trump, and so you got to deal with that. But with all that's going on, nobody ever brought up the fact that as soon as Donald Trump got into office, the first thing he did was he took people from major private equity funds and he put them on the president's National Security Advisory Council. And I've been in Dallas getting my ass fucking mined by a bunch of people that are too incompetent to make sure their staff members know how to take a fucking phone message. And they were able to get from Congress all the way up to the head of the National Director of Intelligence. All I've seen them do is take little kids and harvest the kids for some sort of abstracted derivative economy based on laundering money through their kids using the school system and whatever other kind of account their parents set up, like, I don't know, putting them on the Republican Party mailing list. I mean, I was interested in politics when I was a kid. There's no reason a fucking 10-year-old should be on the fucking distribution list for the Republican Party. But I have a feeling that happens a lot more frequently than anybody ever acknowledges, right? People put their kids on mailing lists so that their kids can get pinged with the cryptos running in the background. And then their kids just act a certain way. And if they're interested in what their kids are doing, they might take notice. And if they don't, they might tell their kids that they need to go do a timeout. And if they're, maybe not apprised of that because they're not in the right network because they've already been socially engineered for a different economic function, then they've already dealt with that custody proceeding and made sure to comply with the court order to have their kid on prescription medication as part of some sort of trauma counseling, right? So meanwhile, what happens when you're a traumatized kid and you grow older and then you marry what later becomes the president's daughter? You think you get to be a little warlord. You start playing around with tribal housing deals a little bit differently than the past president did. You get your brother who's got his own like a little high-tech setup in healthcare working on monetizing people's biometrics. You get on some sort of special little council thanks to your father-in-law where you get to access major sat tech and you get to moonlight and play around with some of the highest rollers in private equity on the planet. And you think, I could set up my own little fiefdom. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to get? Who's gonna be on my team? My team specifically. Get your little Game Boy or something. Yeah, if you got well, wait. I just want to know. Do you directly work with those guys that got their business situs in Utah but operate on the Chicago South Loop? Are you a maverick? Is that how good you are? Are you that good? Or did you get special access via Mulvaney to all that good stuff over in Eastern Europe? It's a completely different setup there. You got any Estonian accounts, man? You got any Estonian accounts you gotta fucking reroute right now? Hmm? Maybe use some water bonds? Because, you would be one of those people that could access the special privileges, right? And I'm supposed to believe I'm not, right? Get some fucking balls, you piece of shit. Get some fucking balls. There was this quote they used to say a while ago. There's some guy who was actually in the fucking military was talking about what it meant to fly a jet. And when he flew the jet and he would launch a projectile that would end up exploding and potentially resulting in somebody's death, he said it's no big deal. It's just like an itch in your finger. Hmm? You got jock itch?